Greetings. How y'all doing? So, this is going to be the first track from Soundtrack for a Film Without Pictures. Funkwrench Blues soundtrack for a film without pictures. Here it is. This is the first Funkwrench Blues record, and it's a double album. Look at this double gatefold. Pretty cool. On super awesome blue vinyl, right? Because it's Funkwrench Blues. All right. Well, we're going to start off with track one, which is The Life. And it features David D.R. Robbins, playing baritone and flute, as is almost always the case. Myself playing bass. Less is more, playing stereophonic rhythm guitars. And the amazing Thomas Pridgen on drums. Thomas Pridgen, who Izzy, my son, hipped me to the Mars Volta, and I heard this track, and I was like, hey man, who's playing drums on that? And he was like, Thomas Pridgen. Did some research. Turns out Pridgen lives in Richmond, I believe, so he was close by, although he did telecommute, but it just made it easier to get him to play on the track. He played on a couple of tracks, and if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you a funny story about this track and Pridgen. All right, so anyway, this track is called The Life. The concept of this album is the hero's journey. It's based on Joseph Campbell's monomyth, which has become like a screenwriting vehicle in the sense of a character arc, right? The hero's journey. So this track, being The Life, is our hero is pre the journey. So it's just life as the hero knows it before anything happens. So it's just kind of you'll hear this track compared to the rest of the record, and how this track is very different than the rest of the record. So that's why, and I hope you dig it, and I hope the cue works. Let's find out. We'll see what happens. It's cueing. Here we go. Come on. Yes, indeed. That was The Life from Soundtrack for a Film Without Pictures. And you will understand as you take this journey with me, it will become clearer kind of about the hero's journey and how this fits into that. And I promised, if you were still here, that I would tell you a little story about Pridgen and tracking on this song. So, as you may or may not know, Pridgen is one of the world's greatest drummers, right? You know, I mean, obviously you can argue about that because there's so many amazing drummers, but you know, he's one of them. He's a full-on shredder. Um, and as I said, I was totally into him because of what I heard him do with Mars Volta. So I really wanted him to be busy, to play a lot, kind of solo over the whole track. So he played on The Reward, which is later on in this record, and it was beautiful, man. It was, wait till you hear it. It's killer. But then he did this track, and he delivered a take, and it was totally solid, and he approached it, you know, kind of like a dance tune, right? Which makes total sense. But it was, in my opinion, it was kind of boring, right? And he didn't dig me, you know, suggesting that it was not the thing to do, as I am very much that way. I like to do what I do, and I don't like to be told what to do. But anyway, I asked him to take another pass and to really, you know, just kind of go nuts, you know, especially at the end there. You hear him, he's like soloing over the end. He was not happy, and we kind of... but the ultimate result, I would say, is pretty awesome. So anyway, Pridgen, if you're listening, I love you, man, and I appreciate it. And yeah, and I love and appreciate all of you for listening. And I will hopefully see you next week. All right. Thank you. Peace, love, and bye-bye.